I'm 22 now. To many people, that may not mean a lot, but to me, I think it's time for me to stop hiding. And yes, that means stop hiding from the world, but I think it mainly means hiding from myself. Because my perception of dreams was always that they're not real. They live in your head and they play while you sleep because you're unconscious. But now that I'm 22 years old, I think dreams, metaphorically and questionably literally, are a representation of your deepest, most truest desires. I think naturally I've known to care for flowers and care for children, just care for everything that's external very well. I learned to care about my hair and my makeup. But I never learned how to care about the things that I want and the things that I want to experience. I never learned that having dreams is okay and that dreams are ultimately a real thing. I always believed that whatever I wanted, most people wanted as well. Maybe, perhaps, probably. It didn't make me special that I wanted those things. Now that I am in my second year of my 20s, I feel like I am too late to start exploring what life can look like for me now that I've realized that I can desire things. And I know that sounds extremely cliche and that everyone says, I'm too late. But with the concept of capitalism right now, like right now as we speak, I don't blame anyone who thinks they're too late. And every time I have a doctor's appointment, I am reminded that I need to improve my diet, that I need to drink more water, that I need to walk more often so that I get vitamin D and don't become depressed. And of course, these are things that you want to do for yourself. There are just so many factors that I just hadn't really put emphasis and care and importance and attention to. Because of that, because I'm recognizing the neglect that I've kind of had towards myself in the last few years, if not my whole life. My goal this year for my 22nd year is to slow down and to embrace that I am a human being who wants and needs things. My number one goal and priority this year is to find joy, find and embrace joy. It's finding joy in the process of figuring this whole thing out. I hate the phrase figuring it out, but that's kind of what it is. A big part of it too is that I spent so much precious time thinking about dating, like the who, the what, the where, the when, the how, the why, and it's led me nowhere. It's led me absolutely nowhere. I'm so glad I got to experience everything that I've gotten to experience in dating because that means that I don't really have too many questions. I'm kind of done for now. And it allows me to just, because I have no curiosity anymore, it allows me to completely focus on myself. I've learned that whenever I start having uncomfortable feelings in my body, in my mind, I start going towards what's comfortable. And what is comfortable for me is dating, especially dating men, which is honestly self destruction. That's all I want to say on that. So I'm going to make a slideshow of the areas of my life that I want to improve because I watched a video that was talking about making vision boards and how you should only use pictures for your vision boards because they like it has a different effect on the brain. Like if your brain sees words, it's not really going to associate very well. It's not going to connect. I don't know the exact wording she used or the terminology that was used, but I know there was science in there. So I'm going to write out, since I'm not going to be doing it this month, I'm going to write out the ultimate goal that I have for each area. And I'm going to add photos for the goals of April. And of course, I'm going to write some stuff out because I can't. I can't find a picture for a health goal. I think this is really going to help because I have ADHD, which is this is gonna help. All right, I'm gonna finish my PowerPoint and be back. Welcome back, I guess for me, because yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to make it as simple as possible, and I think I got that part. I needed to give it a timeline because that's how my brain operates. So I split it into my priorities. The first one is my health. So we have my overall goal, which is to tone up my muscles and to just eat more vegetables because I'm very picky and I have not been eating enough vegetables. And I also needed to give myself a reason as to why I'm doing it because I know I'm going to forget and I'm going to be like, oh, whatever, doesn't really matter. But it matters. It ultimately matters. Honestly, I don't even want to tone my muscles because I want to look good. I need to tone my muscles because they always hurt. And the only way to get them to stop hurting is to straighten them. So here we are. Next up is creativity. Um, I've been avoiding my creativity for years, and we're not doing that anymore because I'm sick of it. So ultimately, I just want to create and share. I want to have that confidence. And this month, I'm going to focus on little skills here and there, posting actual videos, making videos, because that's part of it. And I do my makeup here and there, and I think that will be part of it. But for the month of April, I just want to focus on the things that I listed. Then career. I've been doing a UX UI design course for months now, and I keep avoiding it because if I finish it, that means that I'm actually gonna have to like go do it, which is unfortunate. But I genuinely want to do this. It's something that I can see myself doing for a job, and because of that, I will be finishing that course today because if I don't finish it by the end of the month, I won't be able to finish it. It's through this scholarship that ends on the 30th of April, which makes it so much better for me because there's an actual hard deadline on this course. So by the end of this month, I need to have my portfolio ready, which means that I will have my 2 case studies ready, which shouldn't be a difficult task. I just need to like clock in. And lastly, the easiest aspect of my life, it should be the easiest aspect is my finances because I'm unemployed. So my bills are pretty low as it is compared to. So I am unemployed, and I think this should be the easiest thing to manage because I've been trying to not spend money for months now. I barely spend money. I don't know what I end up spending money on, but I think from now on, I definitely should not need to be buying anything. Maybe like, yeah, maybe a couple things actually. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But it shouldn't be anything crazy, and because of that is why I added the no takeout. Like that's something I can definitely do because I barely order takeout. I barely order food. Um, Now I'm gonna take the rest of my day because it's barely 5 p.m. and I feel like I've done a lot today. Usually I don't do anything because I've been unemployed. I'm actually going to work on my mock-ups and my wireframes and mock-ups for my case study because I really need to get those done and work on YouTube videos. Um, that's it for me. It's barely 5 p.m. and I feel like I have the rest of my life to do things right now. So I'm gonna go back and work on my wireframes and my mock-ups for my second case study and just finish that hopefully today because I need to finish it. Like I need to get this off my shoulders so I can actually start working on things that, matter. Um I don't know how realistic it is to get a job right now in UX UI design just because I know it is a very saturated field, but I'm optimistic. I'm you know we're gonna figure it out. Like, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. So this month, just finishing this up, and I will see you next time. I hope you're safe and drinking enough water and taking at least a 10-minute walk a day.